恭喜发财，恭喜发财。
Hello, welcome back. Teh Tarik Hour. As always, it's me,
Ah Kit.
and Azreen.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody say me. But we're back again for another episode. First things first, as always, we are Teh Tarik Hour, tehtarikhour@gmail.com if you guys want to reach out to us, blah, 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 advertising.
Subscribe,
Subscribe, like, comment.
and share our
all
channel.
these things, the usual selling point there lah. But we'll skip over that because who wants to care? Who wants to listen about that? We want to listen about something that we did last week lah. Something exciting adventure we did last week. For those you don't know, we're recording this before CNY, like right the day before CNY.
Yeah, today is a Chinese New Year Eve lah. So I think because last week we went to this KL podcast,
KL
and then
Podfest, KL Podfest,
KL Podfest,
where we got to see all the super important and very famous podcasters. But I think this is a word that you're not familiar with, right? The Malaysia.
I think it's one of the podcasts. I think Genie Boy, yeah.
But have you heard Genie Boy's podcast?
No. Before that, I know they are YouTuber and do a lot of the YouTubes and the videos. And then after that, he joined the Mix FM, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Mix FM. He is a DJ. Hits.
I thought it was Hits, but
Hits FM is it?
he become radio, but I know he already has a YouTube a podcast quite a while already lah. The Mama Sessions, something like that. But other than that, you don't know any other podcast there. I think you go there first time also, right?
Yeah, first time.
First time to learn all these things. I mean, it's the first KL Podfest. And I think it was quite successful.
And then when some people were so familiar, it's like the two guys is they're doing the movie review. The two guys.
Goggler, Malaysia. I actually didn't know they had a podcast. But I know they have like a review show or something like that. No?
But the show is quite attract me is the one the Borat lah.
Borat lah. It's a sneaker lah podcast.
Sneakers. Actually, that one is quite. I think it's very good for. I hope also we can have a very good sofa and have people to talk.
He saw the setting and
the setting is well
here of how the setting was for the Sneaker La podcast or the Borat La podcast. And actually Borat La has been around quite a long time. I actually wanted to go to an event they did last time. I asked you if you want to go.
Or the sneakers events.
They are the one who also organized this one lah.
But last time, have some.
You don't know, see, missed out already.
Maybe we can do the sneakers. Also, I have someone who are doing the sneakers and can support us. We have without the shoes.
They give you free shoes, right?
Free shoes.
You're too poor, that's why I cannot afford anything. But overall, how was your experience going to the KL Podfest, the first ever Malaysian podcast event? How was it?
I feel like I'm the new birds in these industries, and I see some of the maybe seniors sharing their thought, sharing their sharing their the way who are getting more the subscribers and the viewers. This is quite.
They did the workshop the podcast
the workshop yes,
which they talk about interesting things like how to not get saman, not get sued.
Yeah,
talking.
Something is like us. It's too many things. Like talk about the politics.
Controversial things sometimes.
Controversial.
After that, I thought to myself, okay, Akid, for now on, we don't talk the sensitive subject anymore. We talk more happy things. Unless if you guys want us to talk about the sensitive issues or current relevant topics.
But I know. Maybe Azreen is very keen and very love to talk about the politics. We actually is not talk about the politics. We are just on the discussions. We are discussion.
Yes. We are not
criticized. we are not criticized for someone or want to score someone.
We're not pundits of the political thing. Careful. You got too excited or someone want to attack him or something like that. But we're not like political people. We're not in the industry of that lah. We're just two normal guys who like to talk bullshit lah.
Yeah.
So some people might confuse us thinking that we are very, smart like that. But we're not. Actually, we're very dumb. And after listening to some of their workshop, I made me realize like maybe some topics, if you want to discuss it better, we have like an expert on the area, so that if anyone says wrong, we can blame the expert lah.
A lawyer, some more.
Lawyer. We need to get a lawyer.
The guy is a lawyer. They give us some.
Influencer lawyer. He say, "Oh, careful. If it's your guess, if it's controversial, try not to go to that controversial side. Avoid this kind of thing." I'm like, okay. But yeah, it's quite eye-opening.
But I still believe Malaysia is the freedom of the speech lah.
Should be
the nice,
but let's not. That's why nowadays I need to be careful about what we say also.
We not try to harm like the people, like maybe the high level people, like our respect people.
The thing is, I wanted to say about a recent topic about a recent reporter who.
You see our right now our language our
body language different already.
We are so careful.
Control.
So caution our speaking.
Censorship. Which could be a topic we might talk in the future.
Look back our first episode and second episode. Every word, we don't care. Just don't care.
But I will keep that there lah, as a.
You remember one of the workshop sharings lah. This one I'm saying the people saying 30 words they're like F words but you using as correct place, then you got the special impact. I think is we can use the words like F words but in the right place lah.
I mean the thing is, right, I think for YouTube particularly, they don't want you to say that word in the first 10-20 minutes or something like that, because for algorithm thing, they want to promote those type of content that's not the explicit language lah. So we also try to not use it too much lah. But if the situation calls for it, it's okay to put it here and there, like the guy said, right? The workshop, the guy said, the foul language, maybe here and there you can put it there, lor. When it makes sense, don't just simply do because you want to do, lah. Basically, is what.
Yeah. So how about your?
One thing I want to ask you: you did meet your hero,
Hero?
KJ.
Yeah, I shook hands with him.
You shake hands with KJ. I keep going to be politician soon.
I shook hands with him. KJ quite handsome, quite energetic guy,
He look more thinner now compared to when COVID time, I think. Because this is the first thing Ah Kit tell me. Wow, KJ looks skinnier now.
He looks skinny.
But he's
I think he is a runner. He do a lot of running.
No, you always say you bump into him every time you go jogging.
I'm not met him lah. I see him
see him
in the Putrajaya Lake.
That day suddenly just say, no.
Because the face is so familiar, I thought it's Kyrie, but I'm not sure it's Kyrie or not Kyrie, so I not go with shake hand with him. But after that, of course the podcast festival, of course it's him already. And
why you never want to take picture?
No lah. I shy.
How to look like that? Later when our podcast boom, then we can say, KJ, we met before. You inspire me. Wanna?
Send a text to KJ.
Ah Kit always keep telling Azreen, you go take picture with him. Well, I don't. KJ, I'm not really a supporter actually. It's more like Ah Kit is want to support there lah.
Not support. Just the person. Okay lah, so far.
Should say support lah. At least then in the future, got anything you can say, I support her, bro. We want to lay the foundation first. Network. Okay.
You'll build a foundation.
But he was quite around there lah. I see him and his co-host there. I forgot his name. They all over the event all over the place lah. And then the event itself was quite happening lah. In my perspective, because the workshop was full. And then the recording podcast for the big podcaster there, quite a number of people there. And on the second day, we only went to first day lah. But the second day when KJ does his Keluar Sekejap podcast full house some more. Damn exciting I see the podcast scene which for my opinion it's quite surprising to see how big the podcasting scene in Malaysia is. so much that even people from Singapore come to this event.
I think this is a first event Malaysia to organize,
first
right?
time, the first ever podcasting event lah, basically. And to see this big shows quite the market for it lah. But I don't know. Do you feel there's room for us to be there as well? One thing I feel, right, when we went there, right, I feel so out of place. You see all these podcasters, they all very gang, very very friend, all this thing. And me and you is like, we feel like outsider already,
Because initially we are not in these industries. One thing. The second is like, we just record this show lah. This Teh Tarik Hour show is like a fun, and not the people's like so aggressive to hunger for the money, right?
Yeah,
we
because we do it like a hobby, right?
Yeah, we are doing like a hobby. See whether we can do it something like, can we do something like this? Then we are trying. After 1 year, we are still trying.
But at least we're doing a bit better lah nowadays, right? It shows that you put the time, you put the effort.
But for them, some of really I see them the dress up, and then maybe they are more professionals in professionals.
Compared to us, we look like two slacky guys, two messy guys.
Two messy guys, like slacker, I don't know.
And all these people, all these like influencers, or this KOL.
Yeah, KOL. There are people, and then the way they're talking, then met the medias, all that are very different.
Can see different, right? You can see the people who are really the podcaster.
The scenes. They are already there. Their
makeup
scenes
different already.
They got makeup somehow. Wow, and you see the
we
girl.
We only know all this chibai. I say bad word, but not the F word. All this terrible lighting and all bad quality one.
But okay, what so far?
You think one day we'll be able to reach that level? Is it?
If let's say we keep doing that, keep doing what we're doing, I'm for sure we can reach that level. If let's say we want something, of course in your life, in our life, we want something, of course we'll come to you, man.
Wow.
Right.
Hopefully this year will be a good year for us, because it is the year of the dragon
year, bro.
Wood Dragon 2024.
Yeah.
And we are recording this, as we said, just before CNY, before Ah Kit is going to go off for his family gathering,
reunion dinner
and whatnot. But it is the year of the dragon, and for many Chinese,
so we are here to wish every audience,
all audience who celebrate Chinese New Year, Happy Chinese New Year,
恭喜發財.
恭喜發財. May the year of the dragon give you plenty of huat or money and luck, all these things. Of course, we also hope the same will happen to our little podcast here. And but yeah, it is the Chinese New Year, and we had an episode previously about Chinese New Year, talking about how the celebration was in Malaysia. And my perspective back then was like, Malaysians don't really celebrate as much compared to before. But this year I feel like a bit.
This year I feel very heavy.
More push, right?
Yeah.
Because like. A lot of companies.
You see every shopping mall, they have a different of theme. The Chinese New Year theme got Mandarin orange lah, and then the kampong, the very kampong, not say kampong, the decoration is very kampong. Those
very
kind of
nostalgia.
Yeah,
a lot of lion dance, man.
Lion dance, dragon dance, and then what? Because this year is dragon.
And firecracker. Yesterday already, in my office I can hear firecracker all over already, man.
So fast. For Chinese, especially Chinese but Chinese New Year's, of course Chinese. But for
maybe a quite also.
Dragon Years is very good year for the Chinese New Year.
A lot of Chinese try to have children during Dragon Year, right? Because they say like dragon-born children are
little dragon baby,
are like very prosperous, that kind of thing. Or like, you can be like Bruce Lee lah.
Bruce Lee.
Lei Su Long, right, little dragon, right?
Little dragon, yeah. They prefer to give birth the dragon.
I do say
baby.
some dragon year people can be very lucky. I got one friend, he is a very sohai person. Like he always make mistake, but for somehow, some way, he will always find a lucky way out. Like one time, I remember his car break down, but then the next few days he won a lottery. To fix the car.
Really, bro?
Like this punya guy,
Wow.
I sometimes I see the dragon people, they got the really lucky there, And that's just one example. He got many one,
but for some people's dragon year, you bring the bad luck also. for dragon years. A lot of disaster is come in dragon years, you know.
Is it? No lah. I think the worst is rat year ma. Pandemic.
Rat year.
No man. 2020 is a rat year ma. Then come the pandemic.
But you see,
worst, I think.
the 12 Chinese horoscope is only one dragon is is not realistic one.
Because all the other is like
the animal.
Earth,
yeah.
The dragon is the only celestial.
The only dragon is from like from God something.
But the thing is, right? People always say dragon, right? But the Chinese also say dragon also can mean seahorse, ma.
Seahorse.
The kuda laut.
Oh,
the seahorse.
Seahorse.
so you know, if people say dragon, but also it's that seahorse there also. No. So if you say the heavenly being is the dragon, the earthly being is a seahorse only. But it is correct lah. In the 12 zodiac, dragon is the only one that's like the celestial, the heavenly animal, right? But I don't know. You say it's bring bad luck. I don't think so compared to like.
You know, I see some dragon years, previous histories, dragon years, like a lot of natural disaster is come to
during dragon year.
During the dragon years. But I believe this year is better, of course.
It should be better lah for us also. Yeah. But again, I stand by the fact that rat year 2020 was the worst year.
The last year?
No,
2020.
2020, right?
2020. 4 years back.
Yeah.
This is red years.
Yeah. 4 years what? Red, ox, tiger.
Wow, you remember that?
Bro, how could you forget, bro? We were locked down 2020. I know people don't want to accept that we lost 2 years there, but it's a facts, bro.
Dragon, yes.
So compared to others, I don't think nothing compares to red year lah in terms of bad luck there. But we are in dragon year, and it is the wood dragon lah.
Yeah, dragon also represent you like old time like the what we call it, the empire, the kings also use the dragon as a
symbolism of wealth and power and everything.
Yes,
right?
yes.
But I mean that's one thing lah. I'm sure there's other traditional culture and you know, pantang larang, the things that you shouldn't do during Chinese New Year, right? Like I don't know how
before you go into the pantang larang, because every Chinese also saying gong hei fa choi, right? You know what's the meaning of gong hei fa choi?
Bring more money or something like that, right?
Yeah, bring more money, sir.
Okay, I think you said this last year before.
Last year.
The last time also you say like, the Chinese greeting is to bring money one, so it's very money minded.
But because recently I see not really everyone's also say gong hei fa choi already.
Really? Then they
are call Happy Chinese New Year.
But that's in English, ma.
The different even in term in Cantonese also in Chinese also say 新年快乐.
I think you mentioned this as well. 新年快乐 as a because greetings nowadays.
Not really 恭喜发财. No, because the old generation people always saying 恭喜发财, 恭喜发财. But the new generation people is really 新年快乐. 快乐 is more, happiness is more important than money already.
新年快乐, 快乐 means to come. 新年 is happiness, is it?
新年 is Chinese New Year. New Year. 快乐 is happiness.
Oh, wow. So nowadays, the younger generation focus more on happiness rather than money.
Yeah, I think a lot of people is saying 新年快乐 more than 恭喜发财.
For Malaysians, you think that's the case, is it?
I realize lah. I don't know.
Well, I mean, okay, but then again, we still maintain some traditional cultures. Like I think for Chinese, you have to clean the house before CNY, right? And then during CNY, you cannot clean like deep cleaning at all, right?
I mean, on the first day of the Chinese New Year, you cannot sweep the floor.
Sweep the floor, right?
You know why? You know what happened?
You brush the luck away, ma.
You know, so because the god of the money, you come to bring you the money, you sweep it out, ma. Then you have to leave all the things, the money who are coming, even the dust come into your house. That one is the money. It's the money of the sign. Maybe the god of money try to send you something, then you try to.
Or maybe our ancestors just time is just so lazy to work on the first day.
The first day actually a lot of things. I mean the pantang lah. I also like people who are a lot of things in pantang. Suddenly come to my mind. Don't wear the black shirt.
I also got black, but red also.
You know,
But I think the black shirt is not really as strict nowadays, right?
not strict today lah, but it's also not good for the first day to wear black. You know,
I mean, people always say like wear the red and gold lah because that is
Red.
the most.
why can wear black? Because black is for funeral. Usually funeral you go for always wear black. You funerals ready you always ready prepared to go to funeral. Is
But
it?
that's
Some
I
people
think
is
like
saying
nowadays younger generation not really care about that, and some people might even come with black car all this thing, right?
yeah, the young generation is not.
I
care
think
lah.
they think the color scheme thing is the
It doesn't matter
not really
lah.
as strict lah.
Yeah.
The cleaning also, I don't know if it's still strict today. Actually, like you do you think that nowadays younger generation will definitely clean before the CNY?
Yeah, I believe the young generation people is more pantang than my generation.
Really?
Oh, I see a lot of thing pantang is from my parents and grandparents. Those kind of pantang. Actually, I'm not a very pantang people.
You don't really follow.
I don't really follow. You see, they want to go.
You are not good Chinese boy. You are not good.
They eat the what the fruit. They order the reunion dinners. All the fruit is got a meaning. You eat the prawn got meanings. Eat fish got fish a meaning. Everything also got meaning.
But this one is more like you want to bring the luck thing, is it? Not like things that you cannot do, like you cannot wear black or cannot clean the house.
If let's say you bring an Indian guy, how bring an Indian guy come to
Then
the,
you show how
the
racist
reunion.
you show how racist these things are. That's why.
The reunion dinner bring the Indian. Ma, this is my boyfriend. How come he?
Hey, don't play. I got one colleague. He's an Indian, but his wife is Chinese, ma.
Yeah.
So it's like, what you want to say there, man?
They wear red shirt.
Color you say white what the
Red-
hell
red
is
shirt
that? Don't bullshit lah. Other thing is like, I don't think like food there's no much pantang. I don't know, like you can eat meat or not or
Oh, the first day they mentioned some people they eat vegetarian
right? But I don't know how strict that is. There's not really.
Not everyone lah. Actually, this is certain people who are they are because they are Buddhism. Their thing is first day and then the chap gome, they should eat the vegetarian. You bring the good luck for the entire year.
So it's not like a all Chinese kind of thing lah.
Yeah.
But I think some things that we still do to this day is like the firecracker lion dance to ward off the evil and everything, and also bring luck to your company of house or whatever lah. I don't know your office how many time already got the lion dance or anything like that.
No, my company no.
Really?
My company actually is a Japanese company.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they don't
Different.
different.
Okay, we won't talk about that lah. Well, I mean I don't know what other pantang or what other traditional things that Chinese still do to this day. Like this year, have you seen a lot like that kind of
Lion dance got a lot. This year, I think before this year, before CNY, I see a lot of the people who are doing lion dance. Like actually Malaysia, the atmosphere, the Chinese New Year's atmospheres is very, very good.
You feel like this year is more festive than ever,
Yes.
is it?
Last year, I think because we have 2 or 3 years cannot celebrate the Chinese New Year.
That's
That's why
you just come out,
like
this
the
COVID,
shit
right?
splash out.
If you think this is how CNY, you imagine how Raya will be, man. I don't know the open house will be how.
Hey, you know, when we go to the Gongxi Raya, you know, how many years we have a same Raya together? Sir?
Should be within the next year or 2 years, because now we're Raya is gonna come closer already, ma. So within the next year or 2, I think, right? Then, wow, that time, I tell you, celebration will count.
Do you know whether the holiday will longer or not? The Gongxi Raya,
depend on what day lah. Depend on what day lah.
Whole weeks.
Maybe whole month.
Whole months. I think the company is already bankrupt.
You imagine because like Raya, CNY is usually early the month, ma. If earlier the month is CNY, then end of the month is Raya. Wow, you can whole month is already a celebration already, bro.
So the first quarter gone already.
The other question is, will we still survive? Will Teh Tarik Hour survive until then?
I don't know. We hope we can Gongxi Raya.
That's why we want this year. We want the dragon to really help us to make it to the goal of celebrating Gongxi Raya.
We are the dragon.
Actually, let's talk about our luck for this year lah. Like personally, I did read some research. Actually, our luck our zodiac is quite good for this year. For those who don't know, I'm an ox here, and Ah Kit is a chicken rooster. I always call chicken little. But surprisingly for us, our luck is decent this year, particularly in the area of wealth and career. Those are the things that we can look forward to. But we need to be careful. There are some evil stars.
Evil star.
Yeah, I researched bro.
Expertise, bro.
I already learned from Lilian 2, Lilian 3, Lilian 4,
Lilian 5.
going Yop, and all these guys. And for at least for Ox, there are some auspicious stars that will guide you to wealth, but there's also some evil stars that will try to distract you. In terms of work, I need to focus like Ox. Ox is a worker, we just need to focus and do our job. Then things will go well. For chicken year, a lot more opportunities, a lot more chances, but be careful of investments. Don't simply use your money without do your proper research. So your money need to careful. Don't simply spend. You need to consider, if I want to spend, I see investment, invest in stock or something, don't jump straight.
Really?
So be careful
I
there.
did it already.
Shit. Maybe you did it before, not yet the name.
Dragon years.
But if you did do it, just try to make sure that you have enough wealth somewhere to maintain yourself. This is what I see. In terms of, for me and Ah Kit, our zodiac is quite, we are in the same, the same 4 group.
It's a top 5.
There's the 4 link. 4 link. Like rooster, snake, chicken, and ox. 3. Right, 3.
Ox, chicken, and then snake. 3
3 are the trinity there. The 3 of us, we have similar trajectory of luck. So it's more or less the same for us. It's we want to do the career, we focus on the career, and we need to be careful of investment, this kind of thing. So, with that being said, since we are career trying to do this, do you think this could be the year for Teh Tarik Hour? How confident do you feel in the year of the dragon?
Because we already regardless this year is dragon years or whatever years, but for us, for this years, it's very important year. Because we already work on 1 year in the previous past years in this podcast and this Teh Tarik Hour. Because after that, we also sit down and then finalize what should we do in this years. This is maybe we are paying over. This is the final years, and the last year we are doing the Teh Tarik Hour. Hope we are doing this. It's got some result to the outcome can do some things
I think it's around this year that we are starting to try to make it more serious on it.
Yeah, more serious on it. You see, why not like last previous episode, like simply saying then now Kit so
need to maintain
and then
the where we
become more serious. So that's why
because we want to make something out of this and that's a good place to end up on the thing, because like again, it's a good point to say that from now onwards, we want to try to make it better for this podcast, to make it something there, and also to do more in the future, and hopefully expand and maybe do something here.
The other words, we are not trying to expand is one of our objective but the other thing is the entertainments, and then what the things we want to bring more fun to the audience. This we entertain, and then we also want to entertain ourselves also,
because we enjoy doing this.
We enjoy doing this,
and we want people who enjoy to enjoy with us as well. And with that, we end this episode. It's been quite here and there Kit, you look surprised. I already you want to talk more, is it?
No, it's okay.
Actually, we don't want to take too much of your time, because we know it's time for the holidays and you guys are going to enjoy your CNY holidays. As always, we want you to be safe when you do enjoy your holiday. On your ride home, You can listen to us, you know.
Maybe this episode appear. I think it's on Monday. Monday
we
we're still
will-
on Chinese New Year, right?
Yeah,
Still on Chinese
people
New Year.
will still be on holiday lah. I think
Yeah.
people won't be coming back until like the next week or something like that.
So wish you guys again and again. Happy
Again,
Chinese New
may
Year.
the year of the dragon bring you many luck and many fortunes, and it's the same hopefully goes to us. As always, if you enjoy our episode, please share, like, subscribe, comment, and all that fun stuff. You know what? Why don't we ask? How do you feel about your luck for 2024? What zodiac are you? Do you think you'll be? Do you think 2020 the year of the dragon will be a fruitful one for you? Let us know. We want to hear from all of you guys who still enjoy listening to us.
Yeah.
Until then, we will see you guys on the next episode. Goodbye.